on the near side. A lot of Gosport bodies now crowding this Hanwell box as Williams lifts his arm. It's a deep one. It can't find the head of any Gosport players. It's going to work to Tarbuck on the edge of the D as he passes back into Rory Williams. Williams looks up. He's going to deliver another deep ball. Can it work onto a Gosport player this time? Charlie Vasma forces his way forward. And he's finally getting the back of the net. Charlie Vasma getting on the end of that deep ball there from Rory Williams. That was brilliant there from Charlie Vasma. And I think that's just testament to the saying, never let a chance die. Really just forced his way forward, bundling the ball in the back of the net. Besant couldn't get a hand onto it. It was poorly defended there by the Hanwell box. Brilliant though from Charlie Vasma, showing attacking instincts. It's Gosport who take the lead here within the 16th minute mark.
And once the ball's in the air and moving, hopefully the referee will allow him to do so. Yeah, there we go.
Adam Parks with that set piece as he looks to drill it into Namadine Awashuku. It has somehow worked onto him just by the left corner flag. He delivers the ball into Dan Woodin, and Dan Woodin finds the back of the net, scoring it past Besant. That's a great finish there from the Gosport number 9. 2 goals in his last 2 games now, Dan Woodin.
31.
So in good play. But that was a great cross there from Namadine Awashuku. Did well to keep it in the left-hand channel. Drilling the ball into Dan Woodin. Dan Woodin drilled it in. Gosport 2, Hanwell 0. Hollins left of centre into Awashuku. Awashuku just on the touchline, looking to get past Wilson, in which he does. He passes back into Hollins. Hollins is going to deliver across it. Finds the head of Dan Woodin. Oh, Tarbuck takes it down nicely, slicing just wide of the right post. Woodin cushioned it perfectly there for Tarbuck. Tarbuck with a little bit of a snatch volley, but it wasn't that far away from going into that bottom right corner.
No, it really wasn't. It was a good effort on the half volley. And
Carr on the ball. He loops in a ball in towards the near post, and that's a fantastic save from Adam Parks. Adam Parks had to tip it onto the crossbar.
Right,
it was Woodcock there with a shot, the substitute. Exceptionally saved there by Adam Parks, I must say. As Gosport still leading by those 2 goals to 0. It's a short one into Cameron Murray. Cameron Murray back into Yearwood. Yearwood into Awashuku. Awashuku lining up a shot. It's in the back of the net. Awashuku scoring past the crowd of players. Somehow that's worked past Besant. And that is Gosport's 3rd of the game. A well-taken corner, something we have criticised this season. But the set pieces in this game have been nothing short of exceptional. Namadine Awashuku on the edge of the box, striking past the crowd of Sky Blue players in the back of the net. Gosport 3, Hanwell 0. There is a final whistle here at the AEI Stadium. That is a huge win for Gosport. Hi guys, I'm James McIntosh, and today we have had a very good 3-0 win over Hanwell. Liam, I don't think wins come much sweeter than that.
Yeah, we all, we doesn't matter how they come, but that's what we're in it for, is to try and win football matches. And today was a good, disciplined performance by everyone, and a real important win.
Well, Hanwell, coming into this game, they had come off a very impressive 2-1 victory over Merthyr, but Gosport started with great tenacity today, and I would say that was really the whole story of the game: high intensity and high rewards.
Yeah, I think we we did our homework. Our young analyst Owen he put together quite a good presentation on them, and we had a game plan and we stuck to it. And that's what I said. I think we just remained really disciplined. There was opportunities where we could have, maybe become a little bit indisciplined and caused our own problems, but we didn't. We stuck there, and I think that's all credit to the players, working hard for each other with the ball and without it. And they'd scored 3 really good goals, and crosses as well, which is even more. We've been talking about actually crossing the ball more often and asking questions of teams, and early crosses that we had, we've done well and scored 2 from.
Well, you mentioned you've done your homework and you really just nailed on about the crosses there. I think that was key. Let's start with the first goal first with Charlie Vasma. He got onto the end of a set piece, I want to say, bundled it in from close range. Once again, it looks like a lot of the set pieces were aimed towards him at the back stick. Is this something you have been working on in training?
No, we've just sort of tried to reiterate that if you're going to go up for a set play, you're there to actually try and make first contact and be a scorer of a goal, whether it be you're a defender or an attacker, instead of just going up because you've been told to go. So actually believe that, you're looking to make first contact and actually score a goal. And so that's just asking players to maybe take more responsibility in that from them opportunities where we can put the ball and ask questions of their defence and how good they are defensively, and that's what we did. We asked the question and caused a bit of chaos, and Charlie got the last touch to finish it.
Now moving on to the second goal, I think it was a brilliant cross from Namadine Nwashuku, but perhaps an even better finish from an even better finish from Dan Wooden. What's better, the cross or the goal?
I've sort of tried to hammer home that as a defender, you don't like early crosses, and attackers do. So if that's the case, I know Dan Wooden wants the ball in as early as possible, and it was like classic how he good early cross, got across the defender, nicked in front, got first to the ball, a great finish and great goal really from my book. I love goals like that, and fair play. It was like that early ball that caught them out.
So what was said at half time then? Just keep up that intensity?
I think it was about keeping your discipline. There was a few little things that was gonna, I thought might creep in, and Brad Tarbuck was on a booking, so we didn't want to give them any excuse to where the game's either levelled up or let them off the hook, and just stick to the process, keep their discipline, and the result will come, and it did.
And you mentioned Tarbuck there, a bit like he was playing a lot more centrally today, and also getting in between the pockets in the right and left. He was getting a lot of balls in the centre pockets, and then getting those counter-attacks. Is that something else you picked out that Tarbuck especially could really exploit?
Yeah, we want our sort of, in the system we play, we wanted Tarbs and Nam to sort of like work inside and go and be either creators or scoring goals. And Nam scored two, and Tarbs put some great balls in the first half. Both put really good performances in for us, like they all did. But I thought they were excellent today, both Brad and Nam.
Well, there's lots of standout performances from that team today, and we were saying it in commentary. If we were playing that, 2 months ago, we would have been having those opportunities but not burying the ball in the back of the net. How much of today's performance and goals do you put down to confidence, recovering that again?
Yeah, I think it's it is confidence, but you've got to just keep asking the question and keep believing in it. And I thought the work rate for us today was excellent. We not only got support around the ball, but we stretched them as well. Always looked to get in behind, caused teams problem. That never, we played in front when we needed to, but we were also quite willing to turn them round and chase lost causes and put them pressure on them where they, gave us throw-ins and corners and play on them as well and their mistakes. So, the decision making today was really good, and fair play to the lads. They've come together now. That's 3 unbeaten. Been tough games, but they've dug in, and I can see a real togetherness about them now.
Frustratingly, we're not mathematically safe, as Merthyr did unfortunately lose points to Paul today. So 2 big games coming up now, one against Tiverton on next Saturday, I want to say, and then a huge home game against Hampton and Waterlooville on the bank holiday Monday. What are you going to take into those next 2 games?
Well, confidence of that we've kept 2 clean sheets in the last 3 games. We're unbeaten in 3. Again, stick to the our game plans. Keep working on the processes. Keep our discipline. Keep working hard for each other, and keep together. And that's as simple as that. It's no no complicated than actually sticking together, keep things simple, and keep working hard, and you know, believing in what we're doing.
Well, Liam, after today's game, I don't think I'll have a voice to do the next two games. Absolute sensational performance from Gosport today. A great 3-0 win. And final words from us as always, up the Borough.
Up the Borough.